Hey guys, it has been a good while since I made a video about Smash DLC, so let's make a new one. Since the last video I made, we have gotten... Come on! Holy fuck, dude! Holy shit! No way! Ah, shit! I'm fine with this. Oh damn! I'm fine with this. Yeah, that video was a lot more accurate than I expected it to be. From the sheer surprise of Sephiroth to the inevitable Minecraft Steve, we have been on one hell of a trip. 3 non-joke predictions were added, and 2 were deconfirmed, adding once more to my correct guesses. I'm a certified leaker. So, what are we doing this time? Well, instead of the clusterfuck I did before, where it was like a tier list top 10 kind of weird mix, why not just focus on my personal top 10 most wanted characters, with some honorable mentions? So, let's get right into it, starting with number 10.
Hey, plumber boy, mustache man, your worst nightmare has arrived.
Why is Crash so low on the list, you may be asking? Well, as much as I love Crash, he isn't something I'd go crazy and come over like I did with Sephiroth. Crash was a big part of my childhood. But that's it, really. I've grown away from Crash, but doesn't mean I don't want him in Smash. Crash is here solely because I believe he will be in Smash. Crash is an icon in gaming history, being the rival of Mario and Sonic at one point in time. And right now, there's a huge resurgence happening for Crash, so seeing our favorite orange mammal in Smash is a dream for many, so why not? Send him an invitation already. Now would be the perfect time to do so. 2B has a great ass. Now, jokes aside, 2B is an incredibly well-written character that goes beyond the massive assortment of polygons that lie just under her skirt. Everything from switching between her arsenal of floating weapons to Platinum Games' classic dodge rolls, 2D and 3D platform movement, bullet hell experience, and comes packing an amazing soundtrack, this gorgeous Battlemate has it all. Even being in another fighting game already, that being Soul Calibur 6. So the groundwork is there for it. But some people just have to bring up the too lewd argument. And let's be real, I just can't see that being the issue when we already have Pyra and her dump truck ass in Smash. This all stems from Mai Shiranui, and it makes sense in her case. Her idol animation has her boobs swinging like a damn pendulum. 2B's outfit is tame in comparison to both Pyra and Mai. At the very least, she gets leggings like Mithra did, and all the loot shots 2B gets in Automata can easily be removed since that isn't even the main appeal to her character. It's just Yoko Taro being his usual degenerate self, and that's why we love him. But enough about our beloved 2B, let's move on to number 8. Damn right I want Phoenix in Smash! Ace Attorney has a killer soundtrack, and that alone is enough for me. Phoenix is already in a fighting game, this time being Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So the groundwork is there for a transition to Smash. As a huge Ace Attorney fan, I haven't played in years, I would love to see him in Smash, and I'm not alone in that. The wackiness of Ace Attorney would fit so well, and I just want Ace Attorney music in Smash. So many bangers! Capcom hasn't had a new rep since Base Game Ultimate, and that was with Ken. So if they do get a new one, I hope it's my man Phoenix.
Why? What the hell?
Coming up in number 7, it's one of the unluckiest guys I've ever seen, Neku. Being from The World Ends With You, a series getting its sequel in July, I'd love to see him in. Plus, Twewi's music? Fucks. I'm noticing a trend here. Another Square Enix rep, of course. Honestly, Square Enix has a lot of fucking good characters. With a massive moveset potential, focusing on the pin mechanic from Twewi, which changed the flow of battle and added a ton of variety to the battles in Twewi. Why Neku and not the new protag of Neo Twewi? Well, Neku is cool, and is the face of The World Ends With You. He also is going to be in the sequel, so it just works out. Oh guy got dragged into another Reapers game. When will his suffering end?
What the hell?
Moving into number 6 is, well, a bit of a cheat here, but this one is tough since I want a Tails rep regardless, but they're all good candidates. On one hand, we have Lloyd reigning from Tales of Symphonia, which makes the most sense since he's the most iconic protagonist, so I can see them getting in. Plus, his Mii from Smash 4 is still missing in action, so there is a chance. Then there is Yuri, who is my favorite Tails protagonist. I haven't beaten Vesperia yet, but I love his design a lot. Finally, there's Velvet. I love her so much. And she has so much more than just the sword like the other two with her trusty arm blades as well as her demon arm. It's a tough one to pick, so to be fair, I'll say my most wanted is Velvet, but her outfit, it's a little bit revealing. So, as much as I'd want her, I'd probably just rock with Yuri, but I'd be fine with all three of them regardless. Or any of them, really. I don't think it needs to be said, but Tails' music, kinda fucking banging. Plus, Tails' combat is already really well suited for Smash and can be easily transitioned into Smash's gameplay style, so I don't know why. Plus, it's Bandai Namco, which is also working on Smash. Why don't we have a Tails rep yet? Now, before we get to number 5, let's get to some honorable mentions. Waluigi. We love him. He's an assist trophy, so probably not an option, but would be cool. Rayman. If it ain't Crash, it's him. Raymu. Toho baby. Love me some shmups. However, I haven't played in a while. The music's top notch. Ryu Hayabusa. Koei Tecmo hasn't had much love in Smash yet, so why not add this old platforming icon? Dante! Capcom hasn't gotten a rep since Ken, and Dante would fill that spot if it's not Phoenix. Doomslayer. While not a huge fan of Doom, I would still like to see them get in the game. Impa. Damn it, just give us a Zelda rep! Could be either Hyrule Warriors Impa, but I prefer the OG one. Just Zelda rep, anyone, I don't care. Tingle, even. Eggman. Sonic rep, please! This concludes our honorable mention segment. Now back to the ones I want. Number 5. Some people may not know, but I have been absolutely enamored by Nihon Falcom's games recently. One of those series is Ys. And holy shit! Ys and Adol Kristen fucking rule! Ys may be a niche series, but Adol has been one of the most influential and long-running video game protagonists ever made, dating all the way back to the freaking 80s. Wielding everything from a sword to his arsenal of magic and artifacts, he is well equipped to tackle any foes that come his way. The combat in Ys is fast-paced, being one of the first action RPGs ever, only being beaten out by Panorama Toe, another Nihon Falcom creation, and can be easily transitioned into Smash. And that's not all. God damn is the soundtrack so good! The music is fitting for Smash, and not just Smash, but for fighting games in general, with Falcom being one step ahead of us, already making their own fighting game themselves, being Ys vs. Trails. Falcom Sound Team JDK are seen as having some of the finest and most influential RPG scores of all time, inspiring many future games. Ys and Adol have had a huge history with Nintendo, with the first ever Ys game being on the NES, and Ys 9 coming to the Nintendo Switch. Being the grandfather of action RPGs, why wouldn't I want Adol in Smash? Screw the haters! Anime sword fighters for life! Moving into number 4, we are met with the same issue Tails had. I'm not sure who I'd want, but fuck it! Arc Systems are absolute masters of making fighting games, so it's hard to pick a specific one, but being someone who grew up playing Guilty Gear Accent Core, or Guilty Gear XX really, why wouldn't I go with Sol? Ragna is another excellent choice, and is the more popular character, but with Guilty Gear Strive on the horizon and no new BlazBlue game has been seen in years, some extra exposure couldn't hurt. For music, it can be how Terry had some from Sam Show, another SNK game. Music can come from Guilty Gear and other Arc System games. Of course, we'll get some classic Guilty Gear themes. I would love it if we get some of BlazBlue's more known themes like Ragna's Rebellion, Gluttony Fang, and maybe even branch out and get some Under Night themes in there. Sol would come packing with some Guilty Gear mechanics, such as his Dragon Install, his crazy over-the-top finisher for his final smash, and can come fully equipped with a smash first, the Air Dash. And Arc System's staple, the Air Dash will add a whole lot of depth to Smash, being unique to him, just like Terry having a backslash on his Go Meter. Some good old DLC spoiling, as I call it. We have Street Fighter Ken and Ryu, KOF and Terry, so let's get Arc System in on the action by getting Sol Bad Guy in Smash. Would also be fine with Ragna the Blood Edge, but I want Sol instead. On to number 3. Now, and before, Hajime used to be my most wanted character in Smash, and in some way he still is. The top 3 are interchangeable to me, but for the sake of this video, I had to list them in order. Hajime here fell from my most wanted to number 3. What made him drop down? Well, nothing really, aside from the other two being much more possible. Hajime has potential to be a great character while dodging massive spoilers for the whole series. He'd have a moveset incorporating the talents of his friends, since Hajime is very loved among his friends, and they'd be willing to give him a lending hand. I know it sounds stupid, but if Ness can learn PK Fire from Paula, then Hajime can learn the talents of his friends, albeit not as good as them. Aside from that, Danganronpa music is amazing, though a lot more chill. There are some, like the Class Trial music, that can fit the fighting game mood. It's hard to explain why I want him, since he is a visual novel character and there is no fighting game to pull from, so my main way to explain his moveset is just by using the in-game mechanics used in the Class Trials, as well as him learning the talents from his friends, since he is a smart boy. He do be an anime protagonist after all. Now, this is a tougher one because 1 and 2 are so near and dear to me. But damn, this is where I am now, huh? Yep. Chrono from Chrono Trigger, my favorite JRPG of all time, is not my top pick for Smash. Along with using a sword and magic like all JRPG characters do, Chrono is capable of using techs, some being dual and triple techs, which his whole moveset will revolve around. It will probably be just Maro and Luca, his first two companions aside from Frog, that you use in the game, but I would love it if they add an option to pick your duo or triple tech before the match and mix and match the partners. While that may be incredibly difficult to develop, I think it would be a really cool mechanic. However, there are so many techs in the game, and they are very, very different from each other. Well, at least with Mara and Luca, it's a quick element swap with different effects, healing, fire, ice, lightning, so that wouldn't be much easier to implement as opposed to like X-Slash. Their triple tech Delta Force will most likely be the final smash, but Luminaire can work just as well. I'm sure you know, but the music is phenomenal. It is where our man Yasunori Mitsuda got his start. He's worked with Sakurai before, remixing a couple of tracks for Smash, so I'm sure he'd come back with some banger remixes. He does Xenoblade soundtrack as well, and we just got Xenoblade 2 in Smash. What's to say he won't come back for what jump-started his career? And while I absolutely love Chrono Trigger, Chrono as an MC is, well, not the best. He's silent after all, but his character shines through his expressions and actions, and I love that. I grew up with Chrono Trigger, so I'd be ecstatic and a little bit teary-eyed if he gets in. There is this Square Enix leak that came out back in 2018, which named 3 characters, Erdrick Hero, Sephiroth, and Chrono. We've seen 2 of them get in, so I'm hoping there's still a chance. But enough of that now. Let's move on to number 1. I've stated my love for Nihon Falcon before in this video already, with Ease and Adol Kristen being one of my most wanted characters in Smash. But the first one I ever played made me fall in love instantly, and now rivals Chrono Trigger as my favorite game of all time. My most wanted character for Smash is none other than Trails in the Sky protagonist, Estelle Bright. She has become my favorite protagonist of all time. Experiencing her story, watching her mature as a bracer and as a person as well through the whole series, how no matter what, she fought against the odds with her blinding optimism and headstrong way of thinking, it just captivated me, it resonated with me. Moving away from that though, Estelle will come equipped with the weapon she's best known for, her trusty staff, as well as magic or Orbal Arts as it's known in Trails. Orbal Arts, however, are very customizable in Trails, so it'll be tough to pinpoint an exact moveset with so many types of Sepith out there, so let's just have her use them all since she can do that. Her main attacks will of course utilize her staff, along with the craft system and the art system I've just mentioned. So she can use attacks such as Hurricane, where she spins her staff around, Comet that fires a blast of energy, Hard Break, which is just one massive swing that stuns an enemy, and even her first ever S-Crap, Pummel, which can just be her simple jab. For her final smash, it could be the all-out attack that kind of exists in Trails, but Joker Persona 5 has that, so let's give her another S-Crap, and her signature one at that, the Wheel of Time. And it could just be that, but why not start it off with a quick Phantom Raid from Joshua, her partner, through their journey across Liberal. The stage can be an airship, the main form of transportation in the Sky Trilogy, and what better airship than the one and only Arcel, traveling across the 5 cities in Liberal, with cameos of the friends that help you throughout your journey, such as the main cast of course, Shara and Olivier, Chloe and Aggie, Tita and Zin. And why not? Throw in Kevin and Rhys so that way we get some representation for Trails in the Sky III. Also throw in reporter Uncle Niall, I like him a lot. Music! Falcom do what they do best, so everything from sophisticated fight to Silver Will and dreamy boisterous land. There is no absence of bangers in Trails. Trails in the Sky was something that blew me away the moment I started it, and it continues to do so to this day. But why would I want Estelle over protagonists like Rin? Well, Rin is as anime swordsman as they come, and is the more popular one at the moment, with his games being the more recent ones after all. But damn it! The series wouldn't be where it is now without my precious girl Estelle. And I would 100% cry if she gets added. I mean, I want her to be in Smash so much that I even went out of my way to just quickly record this. Estelle wins! These were my top 10 most wanted characters in Smash. And Estelle somehow took number 1. But anyways, I'm going to go listen to Trails music now. I'll see you all next time.